You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, ABC soap opera fans. It is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we want to talk about this Nina and Sonny wedding that should be coming soon. And we think that that wedding is going to be wrecked because her SEC thing is going to be revealed at the altar. That is our prediction, and we want to dig in and talk about all the reasons that we think that is going to happen that way. Of course, Sonny Corinthos just proposed to Nina Reeves, and she initially said no, and then thought he did it off the cuff, but then he proved himself by pulling out a gorgeous ring, and of course, she said yes, and then they went over to the MetroCourt restaurant to celebrate, and that's when Carly Corinthos overheard them, and the look on her face when she heard engaged was worth the price of admission for the most recent episode, because boy, are things getting soapy. Before we dig in and talk about what we think might be coming for Nina and Sonny as they head into wedding planning mode, click that subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers, casting news, everything you need to know about your favorite ABC soap. So Carly and Drew have been talking this week, and for some bizarre reason, they think that their best legal strategy is to expose the whistleblower who tattled on them. And hot on the heels of having that conversation with Drew, Carly Corinthos ran into Olivia Falconeri, who was sympathetic to what Carly is facing, but at the same time was unapologetic about the idea that Ned might have called the SEC on them. She said that, she didn't like it, but let's not get it twisted. He told the truth. So Olivia's still under the assumption that Ned Quartermain is the one who called the SEC on them, but she is not doing anything that Carly expected. Carly expected her friend to toss her husband out on his ears for telling the truth. And that just shows the baseline difference in the type of people that Olivia and Carly are. So they are going to keep digging in. Meanwhile, other people are digging. Sonny's digging for answers, and it sounds like Ned is digging for answers. And that means answers are going to bubble up. But I'm betting it's not going to be this week, next week. I think it's going to be a little while. In General Hospital likes stuff like this to be a slow burn. They don't just bring something up and then let it die off. I mean, think how long Willow has had this stage 4 cancer. Think how long we waited to find out who Nina's daughters were, and then her one daughter, then another. I mean, literally that's been going on for years. So I feel like this one is also going to be a slow burn for one big reason. If it comes out right now, think about what Nina Reeves will lose. She'll probably lose Sonny, and that's about it. I mean, nobody can take the hotel away from her because that's her money. And, maybe Drew might fire her from her jobs at Crimson, maybe. But the people that are her friends that care about her are not going to care. They're going to know that this is just more of, Nina and Carly taking pot shots at each other. And a lot of people might take the attitude of, well, they did what they did. So right now, Nina has Sonny to lose, but not much else because Willow hasn't let her back in her life. She's not getting to see either of her grandkids. So she needs more skin in the game. So if it comes out, several weeks from now or even a few months later, then that gives us time for Nina to work her way closer into Willow's good graces. And maybe Sonny getting engaged to Nina is going to help soften things up for Willow. Like maybe it will make Michael finally listen to, okay, this is not a flash in the pan. I care about this woman. I'm going to marry her. Your mom has moved on. And maybe Michael can chill out. And if he chills out, then maybe Willow will chill out. And that could open the door for Nina to get to spend time with Wiley and baby Amelia. So, and it's important that Nina gets closer to them so that when the truth comes out, there's the very real risk of them being ripped away from her. Because even if Willow comes around and lets Nina into her life, that's not going to supplant Carly. Right now, it's like Nina is kind of like an aunt or a mother-in-law, like a distant relative, while Carly feels like a mom, a mother figure to Willow. So, no matter what, Willow is going to retain that really close tie to Carly. And so once this all spills out, Willow's probably going to reject her. honestly, the soapiest and best place and time for the truth bomb to come out would be at Sonny and Nina's wedding, like right at the moment when Sonny is ready to marry her. They're at the altar and the preacher is just about to say man and wife. Wouldn't that be the perfect moment? We'll talk about that more in a second, but if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers, casting news, and all the other info you need about your favorite CBS soap. So basically, for me, I'm not a soap opera writer. I am a writer, but I'm not a soap writer. If I was writing this, though, I would have Carly find out the truth and burst into the wedding with the proof. Because Carly definitely should be there when it all comes out, but it doesn't seem like Carly would get an invitation to the wedding, that doesn't seem likely, but her bursting in on it would be very interesting. And if it comes, a couple of months from now, then everything should be at a position where Nina will lose so much more. Willow should be healthy and told she can expect to live a long life, which is lots of opportunity for Nina to think, oh, I'm going to have years ahead with my daughter, years ahead with my grandson and my granddaughter. And then, everyone will be lost to her. Everyone will abandon her. While it'd be nice to think that Sonny would forgive her and say, I've done worse. In his mind, there's probably not much worse than ratting somebody out to the cops because he's a mobster and they don't play that. So if you're one of those who hopes that, she's going to get out of this, I would think again. I don't think there's any way he's going to forgive her. And if you were happy to see Nina with Sonny and to get off the Carly and Sonny merry-go-round, I just don't feel like it's going to last. I feel like that the soap is taking a long and winding road back to a Carly and Sonny reunion, even though Maurice Baynard has said he really, really enjoys the new character arc he's gotten. And I mean, really, Sonny's like a whole new guy, even though the same actor is playing the role. So I would call it, I don't know, like a 3% chance that Sonny would find a way to forgive Nina and marry her anyway. But I'm thinking it's more like a 97% future forecast for some Carly Sonny action. But I definitely hope that it's a slow burn, and I hope it blows up at the wedding and it's epic.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.